Hey, what is going on? Welcome back, Bryan Tragick. Um, it was kind of taking a backseat to everything that I was trying to do before. So, uh, if you were listening to all the ramblings I was talking about, share it all, and all this stuff, kind of on the back burner on that. So, just basically, I think I'm going to stick with the Brad Tragic thing, and just basically call myself Brad Tragic, and hopefully people will continue to watch. I like to do all these different kind of videos, so there you go. This one is going to be a wrestling one, of course. It's what I mainly do. I'm mainly a wrestling guy, but I'll talk about movies and things like that. Definitely working on the movie thing. But this is a wrestling one. WWE, holy crap, has gone completely nuts. And I don't think I got to get on here and talk about Raw this past week. So basically, I'll just give my thoughts up until now of what's happened on WWE.com and everything like that. Um, very weird craziness. First of all, I want to say that we lost two people in the world. Junior Sal, NFL player. Don't know much about him. I do remember hearing his name, like while he was playing in the NFL, and I think I remember hearing about the car accident before. But sad to hear he's gone, committed suicide. And the Beastie Boy, Adam from the Beastie Boys, MC, I think they call him MC9, I think so. I should know this. I kind of like the Beastie Boys. But sad to see that he's gone. He passed away, I believe, a couple days ago. So sad to hear about that. So my thoughts and prayers go out to the rest of the Beastie Boys and Adam's family and Junior Sal's family. Probably going through a rough time. But let's sit down with the sadness. Let's get down with the wrestling. Um, so Brock Lesnar, craziness ensues. If this is maybe kind of a storyline, whether this is how they're gonna do the whole thing, where he shows up like every once in a while, kind of like a fight guy, and WWE, it might work. Not sure how they're gonna pull this off. So, you know, so him and John Cena had a match at Extreme Rules. Craziness. Um, John Cena supposedly like strained his muscles, whatever, from him putting him in the Kimura lock. Basically, the show starts off with uh, Triple H wanting to address Brock Lesnar at the beginning of the show, basically saying that all your demands will not be met, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. And then basically Brock Lesnar just uh, puts Triple H in the just beats him up, starts like beating him up in the corner, basically wrestling him and beating his ass. Um, and then proceeds to put him in the Kimura lock and breaks his arm. Yeah. So I don't know where they're going with this. I don't think he's gonna like come back and say like, "Well, I'm gonna take control of the WWE." I don't think so. I think they're more or less it's gonna be kind of like, well, when we need you, we'll call you or something like that. They're actually gonna go and actually say that. I think, basically be like a an attraction where if you piss off, John Wayne Rice or something. He only has like so many appearances, and he'll call him in if you tick him off. Something like if Randy Orton makes him mad or John Cena makes him mad, then well, this week you're gonna face Brock Lesnar, next week on Raw or something like that. That'd be kind of cool if they did like that's what the storyline was heading, or did it at a pay per view. And that's all he would do. I know he's only got so many appearances. That's why I'm kind of wondering, like, well, maybe that's what they'll do. If they're gonna do that. And then bring him back for that many those things. And this would be the storyline that they do it with because he's so dangerous. But beside that, they had a beat the clock challenge on Raw. Jesus. Um, and I think we all saw it coming. Well, I don't think you saw it coming, but you kind of maybe thought at some point. I know people were rumbling saying that Daniel Bryan might face CM Punk, coming up soon. Nobody really knew. Some people kind of guessed Kane. Some people guessed, I mean, nobody guessed Randy Orton, and he almost did. He almost was the guy that was going to face CM Punk, which would have been kind of cool. Uh, You know, but nobody, I don't think, really had thought that it was going to actually be Daniel Bryan, but it is. It's going to be Daniel Bryan. I just hope they don't drop the ball with this, because there's a lot of things that they could really, like, capitalize on this feud, and I really hope that they do, and just make it like a one-match thing, and then we're done. You know, CM Punk's really good with storylines lately, so I would really, really get them involved in a storyline. Um, you know, if they were ever going to do some kind of ROH kind of, you know, thing, or have people formally from, you know, independence, you know, or things like that, this is the time to do it. You know, this is the time they could do like a 6 month storyline on this subbitch. You know, this is the storyline they could work on till like almost WrestleMania, and have like a huge match, like an Iron Man match between these two guys. I mean, this is the two guys that they really can do something with. So I hope to God that they don't just drop the ball on this. You know, and who knows? They may test the waters, you know, in the main event atmosphere, you know, and then come back and revisit it, you know, around WrestleMania time, you know, and do something like that. I mean, who knows? I think they'll at least do, like, you know, at least two pay-per-views, you know, with each other, and, you know, see how it works out. Oh, God. Oh, why am I always tired when I do these videos? um, Other than that, like, Raw was really good this week. It was really good. It was just a lot of talk about Extreme Rules and things like that. New tag team champions, Kofi and R-Truth. Uh, you see Abraham Saddam Washington, whatever you want to call him now. I don't know what he's called now. He basically told, you know, former tag team champions, Primo and Epico, you know, well, if I would have been down there with you, I wouldn't have let this happen. You know, so who knows? I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this guy, because I mean, I've heard talks about stables and stuff like that, and they even mentioned it on WWE.com, something about the factions around the time that Abraham Saddam Washington came back. So it's like, you gotta know that's what they're going to do with him. But it's like, who are they going to put in? You know, every time they try and do this with like a new guy, they never do it right. They always give him crappy wrestlers. You know, like they tried to do it with, you know, Nation Domination was one of the first factions that they brought back, you know, after the longest time of having something like, you know, Team and Family. And it's like they didn't do it right. You know, DX was the the biggest faction they have ever had and probably ever will have. Evolution, I don't even call that a faction. I really don't call it a faction. I guess it was, but I just really don't call it a faction. But those are the two biggest things. Yeah, you can call Legacy, whatever the Legacy. I kind of missed that, but faction. But I really don't think that would have been a faction, because those two guys weren't even built up at the time. It was just Randy Orton and two jobbers. So that's basically all that happened this week. So Bella Twins got fired. TNA going strong. RVD versus Bobby Roode at whatever the next pay-per-view is. I don't even know. Did they say it? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what else to talk about. When I have free time, I'll upload some more videos. Thank you for watching, and hope you keep watching Brad Tragick. Subscribe up above, comment down below. Thank you, and good night.